just creators, be very, very careful. Only use the studio music. And I was like, just hello again, everybody. Hello, D. First one in. Millie RN. Hello, Millie. I'm glad to see you. I hope everything's okay. One love. H. Davis. Hello. Rion. Hello. Hello, everybody. Hello. I still got my little fun intro on. I love me some Justin. I'm missing some Justin. He's over there doing his thing. He might pop in. I don't know if he's live or not. Hey, Sin. Hello, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. Not Crazy by Crazy Lady. Hello, hello. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. So what's been going on? What's been going on since I saw y'all last? Any breaking news or anything? Anything? Hope everything's going good. So tonight I come back and I want to bring y'all Britney Robinson, like I told you. Have y'all heard about this case? Anybody from Mobile? Hey, H. Davis. Hello. I hope, I saw Lolly posted it was raining more again in Texas where she's at, and those storms and stuff. I hope it's kind of calmed down for some of you. Oh, thank you, H. Davis. I don't know. It's a little bit scary over there on Turtle Island. There's some, I didn't get to see everybody, but I know there was some big players and competition over there, which it's all fun and games. There's going to be a lot of trolls over there, I'll tell you that. I was on Facebook today, y'all. Let me roll my eyes. I can't roll my eyes so far back in my head, but I want to roll them so far. You know how you feel it goes all the way back to your brain? Good Lord. I don't even know that person's name or I'd call them out. I swear to God I would. The hate is real, man. You must be doing something right. The hate is real. So I'm over on Facebook. Dolly and PJ's on their way to Tennessee to Crime Con. Hey, Ida, and everybody coming in. I'm sure it's a troll and not their real name. And, you know, my name's a little bit different over there. But anyway, I'm over there having a good old time. There's only about 35 people over there, I think. And, you know, Dolly, he's not driving. He's just sitting back chilling, telling his little old story. And, you know, it's kind of easier when you got about a small group. So I thought, I'm going to go in today. Because I don't get around much on Facebook, especially in the lives and stuff. Along came this troll. I don't know if it was a troll or not. I can't say that. I never seen them. I don't know who they are. You mean Smiley's in here? After Smiley talking about Dolly? Huh? Smiley ain't never said nothing about Dolly. Smiley's always been kind about Dolly. I even met Smiley before. I haven't met Dolly before in person. I'm like, and I usually don't say stuff in other people's chat or whatever. I say it all day long in mine. I say, you need to stop stirring the shit. And I called him by name, little shit stirrer. Smiley ain't said nothing about no Dolly, honey. He ain't said nothing about go stir your shit elsewhere. All them people took up for me though. Smiley ain't never said nothing about Dolly. I wasn't sweating it though. Okay. Okay. If you say so, okay. Yeah, we say so. God, how can you make your eyes roll back to your brain? I ain't never said nothing about Dolly. Ever. Ever, never, ever, February 1st. That's what my son says. February 1st. I mean, I swear. These people crack me up. These people crack me up. The point is, I may go watch on the island when they start. I guess they'll start. When will they start? When they get back from Tennessee? I don't even know when the game starts. Like, when will they start Turtle Island? When you get back? When they get back from Tennessee? I don't know when it starts. Oh no, and I wouldn't Rion. I met him a long time ago. I like Dolly. I don't have, and just and I pop in every now and then. I don't have, time to go to everywhere, and two, I don't search and go into everybody's chats and business. It don't mean I don't like them. I mod for certain people, and even the ones I mod for, I don't get to go in there a lot. I just and I try to stick to my own stuff because I have a mind of my own, and I just am pretty much a loner. Um, I mean, I peep in from time to time places, but we going to Smiley School tonight. I'm gonna do Britney Robinson. She was missing since June 22nd of 2012, but she was out of Mobile. We're gonna watch a little bit of video, and she still deserves to be found. Somebody brought it to my attention, and I did some studying on it and stuff, and it was kind of interesting. It's not that far from where I'm at, and Brittany Woods is still missing, of course, from that area. I had her mom on here. Chessie still comes in here. Y'all remember Chessie? And and this, they're both named Brittany. And Britney Robinson here, they ended up charging her dad. But I found it very interesting, and I wanted to do that tonight. So I think we'll kind of go over that. Has anybody heard of this case? Anybody? Hey, Melissa with 15. I thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being here. One love. Okay, so we'll just go ahead and kind of get into it. I don't think it'll take that long, but I did tell you I would come back and do it. And I got a lot of, when I got off here, I want to tell you, I got a lot of interesting things that I'm going to research and do, and they're not all pertaining to doom and gloom. And we'll have some schooling on some stuff. I think it'd be fun to just kind of go into some little things. So I'm going to be busy in kind of the next week pulling some things together. I think I can do it. I think I can. We'll have some learning school. How about that? So we'll just do whatever we want to do over here. Okay. So today is May 29th, 2024. And we're going to talk about Britney Robinson. She's out of Mobile, Alabama, and that's where she come up missing. She was reported missing, like I said, June 22nd of 2012. And she was reported missing by her mother this time. Usually it's by the father, but this time it was by her mom. And according to the Mobile, Alabama Police Department, she was last seen with her father. This case is very interesting if you haven't heard of it. In February 2024, this case was turned over to the grand jury just this year. It was turned over by the cold case team to the grand jury, and it resulted in the indictment of Britney's father. They indicted him. So the first lesson I want to say in this is that was 2012, and in February 2024, they indicted her father. Again, I like to point out there's no perfect crime. You're not going to get away with it no matter what. That's right, baby kisses. So let me just make sure that y'all heard this clear. This is another reason I like to do these cases people think are cold. Sometimes there's justice after all, and you'll find out in the end. Let me repeat this part. In 2012, Britney Robinson came up missing. Now, the parents were not together, okay? Let me say that, and we'll get into it, and I will show you some things. Her mother filed a police report, okay? It became a cold case, and there's a lot that happened. You'll see. People think they can get away with things, I guess. We see that every day. And I say, no, no, no. We people just get carried away and think nothing's going to happen. There's no perfect crime. But February of this year, a few months ago, February 2024, the Cold Case Foundation, because this case was cold, like we've been hearing Summer Wells is, the cold case had it in their hands. You would think they wasn't doing anything. But the cold case turned this over to the grand jury. They said, here. And the grand jury got an indictment and indicted her father. It happened. You're going to see the results in a bit. Because he was going to face trial for murder. Welcome to everybody coming in. So I think maybe we should go through the video first. And this is about a 9-minute video, and we'll kind of commentate or whatever on it and watch it together. This is the 9-minute one I have not seen yet that I've just pulled up, but I have some more things we'll hear. They're little short ones, the news and stuff. So yeah, if y'all want, hit the like button. We'll get it in the algorithm. Hopefully it'll get shared or whatever needs to be done for this little girl. Hey, R2 Country Girl. Hello. Oh, you just got home? Love you. Love you. Glad you're here. Yes, Millie, let me put this up. And we're going to be doing this for fair use purposes, such as criticism, commenting, teaching, news reporting, all the YouTubey things. Okay, so let's share this. Hold on. He gets right down to it. So
communitywatcher.net, and communitywatcher.net was
that's
started
what it's
by my
about.
wife and I and my children as well. Uh, we decided to put a spotlight on our community because it seemed like the same amount of black women and black children disappear every year. So we decided to put a spotlight on that to make sure that uh, everyone knows what's going on with our family. And if you see any of our family out here,
Yeah, they did on
reach out
Chad
and let us know
today.
at communitywatcher.net, or you can also reach out to the police department. Either one you can rename. You can be anonymous. We won't say anything. We're just trying to help our people, our family, find out what's going on with their loved ones. All right. And you also can download Community Watcher Safety app on Google Play and Apple Store. So uh, you get a month free, so that's good. You can be able to try it out. But we just say go ahead and really and buy the whole year for $49 because it's very much worth it. But it's your opinion anyway. It goes as a win for our community. All right, so enough of that. We're going today to Alabama, Mobile, and we're gonna talk about Britney Shantae Robinson. Okay, date of birth was January 27, 1998. Her missing date 6 June the 14th, 2012. She'll be 26
Hold
years old right now.
now, the other
Her
one,
city and
I
state
think
was
that's wrong
Mobile,
because on
Alabama.
the Amber Alert,
Gender
it said the
female.
22nd.
Race black.
So
Complexion dark.
I don't know which one's right.
Height 5 foot. Weight 150 pounds. Hair color black. Hair length medium. Eye color brown. And
She
she
is
wears no
beautiful.
contacts or no glasses. Okay? So the last location, Brittany's photo,
Hey,
I said last
721.
location seen,
Hey,
and
Drew.
it put on here, Brittany's photo is shown, age progressed to 17 years old. And I told you that's a beautiful thing. That's a
Hey,
beautiful
Dan and
thing. And
Nada.
that's why we will highlight and we'll keep highlighting until we find our family. Because technology works for us as well, you know. And so why why not talk about Brittany Shantae Robinson? She still can be found out here. Now, if she has been found or any updates, I appreciate if you send them to communitywatcher.net. So we'll give a happy shout out to them finding their family members and everything. So that'd be great. All right.
There's the number
All right. So now we're
251
gonna go down to
two
this.
o
It
eight
says
1700.
circumstances of disappearance unknown.
If you could put that in there.
Last seen wearing unknown. Identifying marks or characteristics unknown. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is one of the cases that the age progressed pictures will help. Uh, I know I talk a lot about
No new
Community
news.
Watcher, but I'm really amped up about that Community Watcher Safety app. because the app instantly sends alert. Like this girl, like as soon as something happened to her, she could have just sent out that alert. Like I'm being kidnapped. I feel unsafe. My life is in danger. I'm being kidnapped. Bad police interaction. You know, she can send that out, push that button, send it out, and then go out to her contacts who she know that's gonna come for her. We know they're gonna say something, gonna help her, and she also go out to a 5 mile radius of community watch members that would know her location, where she's at, where she need help at. It would also take video of the people or a picture of the people who's doing wrong to her or their vehicle. And after that, that's when her family will come and look for her if they don't hear anything back. So they got some information to go off of. So that'll help even more to me, especially for us, for our people. And also you can be the first to know what's happening in your area, your community. You can be the first to know because we also had chat on here on the app. That's what the Community Watcher Safety app do. And I think it's a helpful tool that we can all stay in contact with each other on on our platforms and our channels and just being able to talk to each other and being able to see like what's going on in your community. We need changes in ours too. And then a change can start happening as
I
well.
didn't know. This is pretty neat right
So I
here.
appreciate you, and we're gonna bring her right on back up here, Britney Shantae Robinson, and this is her age progressed picture, showing that she should be 17 years old right now. All right,
Now remember,
so
this
that's
is
her picture
old. This is old.
and date of birth, January 27, 1998. She been missing since June 14, 2012.
Hey, Roxy.
Right now, she'll be 26. Mobile, Alabama, female, black, dark, 5 foot
Mm-hmm.
tall,
It would.
150 pounds. Hair color is black. Hair length,
Yes.
medium. Her eyes are brown. And she have no contacts. And she wears no glasses. Let's find our sister out here. Right now, she'll be age 26. I know we can do it with all the know-how. Let's show how smart we are and find our people that's been tucking. Because we need to feel safe. All right. So my name is Jamal. I'm with CommunityWatcher.net.
Yeah, drop the link for
Also,
them.
we have a Community Watcher Safety app. You can download it on Google Play or at the Apple Store. Check it out. First month is a free trial membership. After that, you can pay monthly $4.99, which is nothing. And for a whole year, it's $49, which is nothing. That's not really nothing for your safety and for your family safety. So I'm done today. I appreciate y'all coming in. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, so we can get out here to a bigger audience. As far as growing, we can grow and continue to grow because we're talking about our family and we are some people that need to be protected as well.
All right, that's the name of the app. That's just showing you how to use the app. That's a pretty neat app. I didn't know they had that, but I'm way behind times too. So,
Or calls case
uh,
people versus Corey Harris.
so, so there's that part. But That's a good thing, I guess, for kids to have too on their phones, especially nowadays. But I got some more that we'll play here in a minute, because her dad did get arrested and he was indicted. And again, for those coming in, this is a 2012 case on Britney Robinson, and the Cold Case Foundation had it. And just this February 2024, they handed this case over to the grand jury, and the grand jury um, indicted her father. Hey, rapper. Hey, hey, hey. So, yeah, the credit goes for that video right here. There it is right there. You can go sub up. They give you informational stuff on tools that can go on your phone, or apps that can go on your phone, or stuff like that that will help. So, yeah, absolutely. So good to see you, Rapper. I hope you had a great birthday. Good to see you. But she was okay. So what happened was the mom and the dad was not together. And so she was going to stay with her dad. She was going to stay with her daddy for 2 days. And at that time, she was, I believe she was 11. And she had not been seen or heard from since she went and stayed with her daddy. That's right, second to number one. And as soon as she had not been seen or heard from, her daddy had left Mobile. Yep, tomorrow is Rapper's birthday. Oh, it's tomorrow. I thought it was today. I don't know what I was thinking. Oh, me touching the buttons. Don't touch the buttons. I don't know why I thought it was today. Duh. Oh, you got a good birthday on Saturday. But so he hauled butt and left. But it's going to be amazing where he goes. But when that happened, they immediately got a warrant out for him. They issued a warrant for him, and guess where they found him? They found her dad at a mental health facility. They did. They found him at a mental health facility. And allegedly he was in the mental health facility for, they said he suffered from schizophrenia. And he was getting treatment for schizophrenia. And he had been hospitalized, though, they say, many, many times in Mobile, Alabama. Yeah, Roxy. So this was very interesting to me. I was like, wow. So did he already have schizophrenia and this happened to his, or did he do this to his daughter? Did something set him off and he had an episode? Was this true? It gets wild. So, and then did he go get hospitalized, or was this a gimmick? And the reason that I say that is because later on in court, they say, hey, Ann. So then later on in court, they say he was taking those meds, like where they pay you to take the meds. But then I guess he would have to have, schizophrenia or the symptoms to be able to be on a paid trial, right? I'm not a doctor. I don't know. But that's wild. I don't know. It was intriguing. So at that time, when they found him, of course, at the hospital, yeah, it was a clinical trial. Thank you. That's what they found. So I was like, wow, you'll be 24? Stay 24 forever, forever young. 24 is a good age. 24 is a good age. Or you can get to 25 and then just stay there. Just stay there. Quarter century, just stay there. Yeah, experimental meds. And that would need prior diagnosis. Okay. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I guess he would have to have it. So they say he was in and out of the hospital a lot in Mobile. So yeah. So wow. Okay. Okay. So at that time, they found him. Of course, his child was not at the hospital with him, right? She was not with him. So they charged him. What they charged him with, though, was a felony custodial interference. That's all they could charge him with, because she didn't return home. And they found him. They found that he traveled a lot. After she disappeared through the southeastern states. So they say he only did that after Britney disappeared. The first time, they say he was in Memphis, and then he took a bus from Memphis to Arkansas. But then there was actually like a witness later on that comes in. So I don't think that was the first place. I think he went to Tennessee, but the Arkansas place was right. Strange. And why does everybody go to Arkansas? I'm just wondering. Seems like Arkansas. Arkansas and Utah and Oklahoma. Those are the three that, I'm just saying. Yeah, it's not sounding good, Rion. It's not. But when they finally arrested him, this is what they found. Okay, when they arrested him, they found he had 2 knives, some rope, and he had his daughter's pink laptop. No, it wasn't a laptop. It was an iPad. I'm sorry. Yeah, it sounded like he was on the run. That's what it looked like. But he swore, hey, Ann. But he swore he was not involved in any way, shape, or form with what happened with Britney's disappearance. Yeah, he was busted, right? But why did he have the knife? 2 knives. The rope. What was he doing with rope? What was he going to do with rope, knives? Oh, let's see. He probably was going to go camping. I mean, really? And, but he had his daughter's iPod, pink at that. I don't know. Maybe she gave it to him when she was there for 2 nights. It gets more strange, okay? But see, he was not so squeaky clean after all. He was not. Because you know why? During all this, see, I don't know that him and her and his mom were divorced or if they were ever married, but during all this, it was found out that in 2012, he had been arrested for domestic violence and a 3rd-degree assault. However, his family said they do not believe, not the ex-wife or the mother of the child, but his family said They do not believe he had anything to do with Britney's disappearance. Nothing. There were no red flags to them. They stood up for him. There were no red flags. We got the little girl missing. We got all this going on. And I understand they want to protect him, but they didn't seem concerned for Britney at all. Nothing. They just didn't believe that he did it. And that was just it. And he had the knives too, and a rope, but that was not odd to anybody. Yeah, it don't, Roxy. Yeah, I'm sure, second to number one. He was a good boy. But nobody knew what happened to Britney. They searched her home with her mom, and his last name was Hooper, so they searched Mr. Hooper's house, and nothing came. Nada, nothing, zilch, nothing. Sound familiar? Nothing. They didn't find anything. But Britney was supposed to start high school at Murphy that fall. Britney still had not been found. They asked anyone with information to call, the LE local police department. And to this day, her body has never been recovered. Yes, Sarah. I agree. And Brittany's principal at her school, she said she would smile and she would light up a room. Sound familiar? Can't help it. Said she would light up a room when she walked in. And her mother's name is, I believe it's Trina. She said she loves seafood. She said she loves seafood bowls, barbecues. She said she loved her family. She had a lot of friends. She says she friended everyone and her that she met. She didn't meet a stranger. Sometimes that can be bad or good, but you know what I mean. She didn't meet a stranger. She said she said she described her as being shy, but she was outspoken, and that she would stand her ground. And she stood firm on what she believed in. I can relate to that. I don't know, Anne. No, I can tell you when I both spoke about it, because it's simple. They want to go after what's popular. That's why. Hey, Diane, how are you? I hadn't saw you in a while. People like to go after what's popular, and I don't care about all that. I could care less about it. I'm here to help, or I don't know if I help or not, but I'm here to voice what should be voiced and can hopefully be heard one day somehow. And maybe the right person will hear someday somehow that will help. That's what I call advocating. So maybe what you call, not you, but maybe what somebody else calls advocating and what I are two different things. I don't care that it's popular or that it brings in the money, clicks, likes, and I'm not for that. That's not what I come to YouTube for. I when I came, saw, like I said, I'm not going to explain again how I came to YouTube and found Summer Wells. Y'all know the story over and over again. And if you hadn't, then you need to go back and find it. Not you. It just gets boring when you hear over and over again, I'm here for the money, when I did this for 2.5 years with no money. I'm so sick of that old song and dance. Because obviously those people don't know me. And you asked me a question, so I'm going to answer it. I don't know why they don't, honey. That's my best explanation. Everybody should have a right to be found. It's so sad. It's so sad because every human life matters, and I don't get why it seems people think, oh, well, they're gone. I don't care if they're 60, 80, 10, 12, 500 pounds, 12 pounds, 80 pounds, disabled, whatever. Black, orange, green, white, albino. I don't get how they discard humans and animals so easily and think that's okay. I don't understand that. But that's just me. That was a very good question, Anne. Thank you for bringing it up. Thank you. I know, Roxy. I know. But they said, her family said, she cared so deeply for her family, but the two people she cared so much about was her grandmother and her mother. Let's see, what is it? School counselors. Maybe school counselors shouldn't wait for children to come to them and tell them what's happening. Maybe class should be created for all grades for teaching and for a counselor to have observation time. I agree. Yes. All children should matter. So thank you for covering this and being her voice. Thank you, Anne. Thank you. Yeah, I think, and I steadily go, I look at the news and I think I see a lot of things and I think it's so important. And I share other people's stuff. You don't get paid for sharing other people's stuff or anything like that. If I see something that I think needs to get out, I will, because the further it goes, I just think it's important, I see interesting stuff. I mean, I try to, I'm not the best reader when it's reading out loud or whatever, but I think it's important to look all over the place and see what's going on in the world, And you never know who's going to pop up and hear or read or see your stuff. And I get some people don't get what you're putting down, but who's to say that somebody's not going to hear or see your stuff that will, and it's not going to pop off in their head or click on something that, you know, it's going to, you're not going to do it, but that's going to help them remember maybe something they saw 12 or something years ago that will break a case, you know? Everybody has a role to play in something, and hopefully somebody will hear something, or it could be that very person that did something. You don't know, that has a change of mind. I don't know. I don't know about that second to number one, but I mean, I'd rather be sitting here trying to do something positive than to be, I don't know, in there watching a movie, or I don't know, laying in my bed sleeping my life away, or who knows? I don't know what I'd be doing right now. I'm just saying, you know. But she stood firm on her beliefs. That's amazing to see when a young, young, I'll just say a young lady or a young teen or preteen, I guess, at that time, um, feels so deeply about things. I guess her mom, you could say, in the circumstance, being I guess you would call that a single mother. And see, that's something else I wouldn't know about. Hell, when you're married since 1983, how the hell you gonna know about that? But yeah. Try not to get sidetracked. I guess you'd call that a single mom, even though she went to see her dad I don't know how often she went to see her dad, but yeah, I guess that's still a single mom. And I guess even though she had her grandmother, her mom seems to have done a good job with her, is what I'm trying to say and get out there, right? Because she seems like she was very loved. She lit up a room. She was very smart. Everybody had something good to say about her. The school, the family, the friends. She had beliefs at her age, strong beliefs. Seems like she already had her morals and everything intact. So she had a strong foundation, it seems like, at home. So her mom must have done a great job. I've seen her photos. She was well groomed, well dressed. Not just in one photo. She was kept clean. And I know photos don't always tell the whole story. But, you know, listen to this. Listen to this. This right here will tell you. Okay, she stood on her beliefs, and she would not back down. She cared deeply for her family, her mother and her grandmother. Her teachers adored her. Listen to this part. When her mom was sick, the little girl would learn the names of the medicines. And this probably came with her dad being sick too, okay? She would learn the names of the medicines. And she would say, Mama, did you take your medicines? You know, come on, guys. That's smart. That's caring. That's very, very good. You know what, serial boomer? I don't give a fuck about what you have to say coming in here trying to sidetrack me. You're in my community post all the time. I don't give a fuck which one of these fuck creators you're with. And I don't give a fuck if I spelled it Fobinson. How about that? None of y'all fuckers are going to keep me from doing what I'm doing. I don't care if I spell it right. You know what? If somebody don't spell something right, a motherfucker that's smart should still be able to read it. How about that? Carry on. And if you can't say something nice, I ain't blocked you in a week. But you're going to keep on and I'm going to block all of y'all motherfuckers. Anyway, but y'all have to give her that because that is smart for a kid. That's smart. Yeah, animals and kids. Boy, and I'm telling you. So, her favorite colors were pink and blue, and she loved to read. She loved to draw, and she loved to run. And she would always be laughing. She would always laugh. Britney gave her mom a hug bye that day when she was going to stay when she was going to stay with her dad. Excuse me, when she was going to stay with her dad. And she was supposed to be gone only 2 days. And then she was supposed to be back on June 18th. She was supposed to be back with her mom. And that didn't happen. It didn't happen. But it wasn't like her mom was overly worried or anything like that, because her mom knew she was with her dad. See, but what happened was when she had to go be with her dad, her mom would drop her off with the grandmother, and then the grandmother would take her to her dad's, right? Kind of a go-between. And the day she left, she gave her mom a hug, and, you know, they expected to see each other in a couple of days. But when it was time to come back, she never came back. But here's another thing that gave it away. On June 18th, when she didn't return, the mom texts the dad, right? So the dad says, I'll bring her home in an hour. Mom says, okay. 3 hours later, They never returned. So Mom started getting a little, she texts back and he says he was at they were at this, um, something about a or something for a wedding or something like that, which was odd. And he would bring her home after that. I mean, really? I mean, I can see looking in. I guess Mom just thought it was whatever, but he didn't show up. It kept going on. So she started calling him, and he wouldn't answer. He didn't answer. At the time when he didn't answer and he didn't bring her back, Mom became extremely worried. So she called his landlord and she called the police, and nobody was at home. When the police and the landlord let them in or whatever, there was no sign of Britney even being there. So whatever happened probably happened a couple of days ago. So Mom filed a missing report, and she just cried and cried and cried, and she said, I thought I could trust him. I thought I could trust him. And I never in a million years would have thought this would happen, or I would be in this situation. And while searching, her mom found out back in 2004 that her father, are y'all listening to this? That her father had been implicated in a similar case involving the abduction of one of his other children. Not only did I tell you about the DV and stuff that they found out about, I was saving this one for last, the bombshell. They found out he was involved in a similar abduction of one of his other children. Now, I guess, I don't know, I didn't dig, but I guess I'm assuming he didn't. I'm hoping, I can't say 100% fact because I didn't look. I was just like, oh my God. I'm thinking that child is found and safe. I'm just going to say that, or he would hopefully be in jail. But that was in the newspaper. So I'm taking that as fact, but that's what they found of one of his other children. So that happened literally. And I'm assuming when they started looking and it came out in the news, they found that from one of his, I don't know if his wife knew he had other children. I'm not sure, but that come out. You can't hide things. The dark will always come to light. I'm assuming that too, Diane. And that girl come out and said, this is what happened to her. Thank you, Roxy. Absolutely. Absolutely. So on July 26, 2012, the Mobile Police Department issued the arrest warrant again, or issued the arrest warrant. They got him, they went and found him in the hospital or whatever and got him for custodial interference. Then an unidentified male contacted the police department and told them that he had taken a bus with Mr. Hooper. This was a little the wording was off a little bit, but this is verbatim what they said. They said They had taken a bus with Mr. Hooper from Mississippi to Tennessee on a different bus. The different bus is what got me, but whatever. But he recalled Mr. Hooper. Maybe they meant he got on a different bus. But anyway, they recalled Mr. Hooper saying something about going to Arkansas, which corroborates what was said before, about a month later. So then the U.S. Marshals located him, but he did not go willingly. He didn't go willingly. I bet he didn't. I bet he didn't. And so later in court about the bail, prosecutor stated that the time of his arrest, I guess they offered him bail or whatever. Before his bail, they found out that that's when he was doing the medication thing, like he was getting paid. They told the judge, like when he went for the bail hearing, that he was getting paid to take those medicines at a research faculty in Arkansas. That's why he went to Arkansas, supposedly, allegedly. And he had a troubled mental history, and he also had been extremely violent. He'd been violent with the police, and they tried to extradite him from Arkansas. Investigators also claims that, again, Mr. Hooper had in his possession the pink iPod, a rope, and 2 knives. So the cold case handed that over from the Cold Case Foundation to the grand jury. That's how Mr. Hooper got indicted. So listen to this. At court, he pled guilty to keep from going to trial. You don't do that if you're not guilty. But what he pled guilty to was the custodial interference. Here's the trick, and here's the deal, though. He received a 10-year sentence, okay, for custodial interference. But he was released. December 2016 after serving only 4 years. He only served 4 years. Okay. On August 8, 2012, the police department received photos, and they got those by their surveillance cameras of Walmart, and it was on Walmart at Ragline Road that showed Britney, her father, Mr. Hooper, and an unidentified woman. They don't know who that woman is, while her father maintains his innocence still to this day and has no knowledge of anything about her disappearance. It shows the 3 of those at Walmart, okay, at that time. But to this day, Mobile Police Department said he is the number 1 prime suspect. But because, okay, these are not like these cases we're doing, because he only got 4 years on interference with the custodial. Now, here's the thing. Well, yeah, if they find her body not crazy, here's where I'm going with this. But they can. I don't think it'll be double jeopardy because they didn't charge him or try to charge him with murder. Now, if they find her and they can prove he did it, oh, absolutely, yes, they can charge him. He can go back in that slammer. Because, see, they didn't try all that in the beginning. So it may have been a good thing, but they got to find her. Or if they charge without, they got to have strong 1,000% proof. I don't think they'll do it without no proof, though. I mean, they got to have something. What'd you get from me, Roxy? Yeah, they need to find that other woman. See, shows like this is what I'm talking about, because I almost forgot there was a third party. Maybe that woman, if she's still alive today, hadn't fell over with a heart attack or something like that, then maybe she didn't, maybe she just has knowledge, or maybe, strange things have happened. Maybe if this gets shared out, maybe she'll stumble upon, maybe, I don't know. Maybe she'll see it. Maybe she's on her deathbed and has a good I don't know. Yeah, they should have already found her, honestly. But who knows? I just hope somebody hears this. And, again, if this man's not in his right mind, mental health is mental health, and she may be in jail, she may have did another crime. Who knows? And she may not even be alive anymore. But, did she tell, if she's not alive, did she tell somebody else a secret? And maybe somebody else just needs to see or hear something and go, oh, is this what they were talking about? You never know, people. And I'm sorry. Well, that was not too horribly bad, I hope. I just wasn't in the mood for it. I hate it when they come in here and try to ruin things like this I'm doing for other people, It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. That's just what I'm talking about. They have no regard for, and it's not me. I don't care about me, and I probably should just turn my chat off. But it's like they have no regard for anything. I think if it's their own freaking mother, and this was a table right here, and they're dying, and I'm trying to give them CPR, they would step right on them and over it just to get me. That's how much hate's going on. I honestly believe that. I believe if their mother was in a grave and they thought that it would get them a weed or a piece of crack, they would dig her up and take her rings off and go sell them at the pawn shop. That's how many morals I think these idiots have. I promise you, that's what I think. I do too, Roxy. Because we got some good ones here. They know how to behave. There's a time and a place for everything, but Jesus. Yeah, people do that, grave diggers, right? Yeah. It is. It's a sad world. Sad world we live in. It is. But let me see if I can get this. I'll do it this way. Always got to get my face down. Hold on. And no, I did spell it how her name was spelled. Idiots. All right, so, and look, okay. Oh, wait a minute. That's another picture of her right there. She is pretty. Okay, hold on. Let's listen to this 32. This was 3 months ago. Hold on.
Charges are brought in a 12-year-old murder case. Demetric Hooper, the father of missing teenager Britney Robinson, has been arrested and charged with his daughter's murder. Hooper is currently in jail in Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, on unrelated charges. Britney Robinson disappeared in 2012. She was last seen with her father. Investigators are not saying what led to this arrest after a dozen years. Hooper will be extradited to Mobile and face trial for his daughter's murder.
See, how did he get to Oklahoma now? They wanted to, okay, so they wanted to extradite him to Arkansas. So he must have got on a bus from Arkansas to Oklahoma, because they said in here they wanted to extradite him, or they wanted to try to get him back to Arkansas. So they must be trying to get him back to just straight Mobile. That's so weird. Hold on. That wasn't what I want to show you, though. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, right here, they denied him bond. Okay, so they denied him bond. Let's see. Oh, they did a search. This is where they did a search. This was 11 years ago. But hold on a minute. Let's go. There was something I wanted to show you. Let's do this. Let's do this search one. It's 2 minutes. Hold on.
The Mobile Police Department and several other agencies spent all afternoon digging for what they were hoping would be evidence that could lead them to missing teenager Britney Robinson.
That's right. Robinson disappeared nearly a year ago and was last seen with her father, Demetric Hooper.
Fox 10 News reporter Russell Colburn spent the day at the scene of the search off McCovery Road Extension in Mobile. He's joining us live now with more. Russell, this was a trying day for investigators.
It definitely was, especially since they cleared this whole area behind me with a controlled burn, hoping it would lead to some shred of evidence in Robinson's disappearance. This brush, I'm told, was so thick, not even the cadaver dogs could get around effectively, so they torched it and went back to work. But we're told, unfortunately, they're no nearer to case closed than they were to start the day.
We thought we had a possible hit on a location here today, but it did not prove to find anything.
Mobile County District Attorney Ashley Rich putting into words a frustrating day for authorities. A whole afternoon of sifting sand, digging through dirt at a cleared location off McCovery Road Extension proves to be nothing. Back to square one in the case of missing teen Britney Robinson. The DA was in her office when she received the call that cadaver dogs had led the agencies to this location in the clearing, a location that at one time looked promising.
We're thinking, yes, this is it. We have found her. We have found her. Got up immediately, made plans, got in the car to come out here, and then we're halfway here, and then we get the call that it wasn't her. But again, although this is a disappointment, this is not going to stop our search for her, and we're going to do whatever it takes.
Robinson was last seen with her father, Demetric Hooper. We're told he's not cooperating with this investigation and is currently being held at Mobile Metro Jail on interfering with custody charges. Police call it a low-level felony. The thick brush behind Hooper's home made the search tough on authorities, so with the help of the Forestry Commission, a controlled burn was held earlier this week to clear it out. Hours of manpower and labor, but still, nearly 1 year later, nothing.
If somebody knows where she's at, they need to call us. They need to give us the information so that we can, if nothing else, give family some closure or reunite them with their family. It's important and it needs to happen.
We are not going to stop until we find this young lady. It's something that we have been working very, very closely on for a number of months now, and we're just not going to stop until we find her.
So the next step, Rich says authorities will regroup, speak to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, and decide where to go from here. I'm told there's also evidence being reviewed right now by the Federal Bureau of Investigation in Quantico, Virginia. Reporting live in Mobile, Russell Colburn, Fox 10 News.
So the FBI is involved because a lot of different states are involved. Good Lord, she could be anywhere. Okay, so all that's YouTube. That's why I'm not. Let me get, I want to get this one. But look, okay, so there's an age progression that they did also of her. All right, this might be it. I think this is the last one I want to show you, I think. Okay, hold on. Make sure it has no ads.
In America, every day can be an
adventure. Does.
And that's why we created
Of course it has ads.
designed to show you what you can't see with an available 360-degree camera.
She's very pretty. Very smart too, from everything that I've read or saw. All right, hold on. Nope, still.
Hello, I'm Dominique Keith, and this is The Missing, where we highlight the faces and stories.
And this was 2023 in November.
Into thin air.
It feeling like I'm moving on and I'm leaving.
My mom.
Hurt behind.
The last time Tiana Hogue saw her 14-year-old daughter, Britney Robinson, Britney was excited about spending the weekend with her dad and running out the door of her Mobile, Alabama home.
She ran back. She kissed me on my face and said, "Love you, Mom. See you later." I'm so sorry. This was June of 2012.
Your 14-year-old daughter has been missing since June of 2012.
Yes, ma'am.
Hogue says her daughter didn't have a relationship with her dad, hadn't seen him in a while, but wanted him in her life.
Did he give her to somebody? Did he sell it to somebody? I allowed her to go with someone who I thought was supposed to love and to care about her. And she never returned, and there's nothing I could do about it. So, be myself up.
Britney's dad, Demetric Hooper, was arrested and charged with interfering with custody and was released from jail in 2016. He's never been charged with her disappearance.
It's very, very hard. Just wondering what she is in her life. Is she still here? Did she get to graduate? Did she get to go to prom? A big part of me was taken away. But it's been pretty hard, like moving on through life without her being there to be a part of it.
This is an age progression picture of Britney Robinson. Do you know where she is or what happened to her?
Please, her siblings miss her mom miss her.
Maybe you can help give Britney's mom the peace and peace of mind she's looking for. If you know where Britney is, call 1-800-THE-LOST or the Mobile, Alabama Police Department at 251-208-1700.
Oh man, that is. Whew. I can't imagine. I know her mom. Can you imagine, like, yeah, that's what a mom does. That's what a mom does. And that was last year. That was November of like the 23. So can you imagine? And we don't see that in some of these cases. Granted, nobody grieves the same, but yeah, that lady's hurting badly. Badly. And you would think, I know the not knowing of something, that gets to you, but can you imagine your child not knowing where they are? No. Nope. That's the truth. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, but again, if you know anything, anybody, if you hear this or come in later or ever, and you know anything about this little girl who's now a young lady, or I don't know when or if you ever see this and you know anything, please say something, because she deserves to be found. People need to know where she's at. Thank you, One Love. Thank you. I appreciate you always. Let me see if I can pull that up. You're right, R2. Let's see. I don't know if they didn't have that on here that I saw, but I was just reading it in the news. Yeah, they didn't. I'll look it up and I'll see if I can find it, because it was just saying it in the news, but for some reason, I'll see if I can find it. Hold on. Here's another flyer. Let me take a picture of that. And actually, I'm going to put that flyer out. I will put that flyer out. I have to. Yeah, even when I stroll down like that, I'll go back and I'll see if I can find the news that said that. If not, I'll write to that news station and ask them, look, do y'all still have that? Because that needs to be put out. That's a R2 Country Girl. That's a great. I don't know why I didn't think about that. Sometimes it takes me a minute, but that's a good. It does need to go out. Yeah, I agree. I agree. That needs to go out, though. Absolutely. Absolutely. But again, like I said, if I can't find it, I will email that station and say, where is that photo? Can you send it to me? I'll be more than glad to put that out. Yeah. Right. That's right, Miss Ann. Absolutely. I don't get it. I really don't. Absolutely. It needs to be seen. It needs to be seen. But most of all, they just need to be found. Justice needs to be served. But most of all, Britney, just like any of the others, but Britney deserves to be found for that grace. And I always say that dignity. Wouldn't y'all want that? I would. I would. It's the right thing to do. It's the right thing to do. You can't go wrong with doing right. You cannot go wrong with doing right. Everybody in this world deserves a little dignity. That's all. That's all. Nobody deserves this. Nobody. I guess that's all, y'all. I appreciate you being here. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your help. I really appreciate you. You know, if y'all know anything or see anything about any of these kids, say something. Please say something. And yeah, pink and blue is her favorite color. Put those pink and blue hearts up as we go out. Thank y'all, and you have a good night. Sleep tight. Get you some rest. I'll see y'all sometime tomorrow. Bye.